Humanity has finally defeated the 6 demon gods and won the war. The Sea of Ruin released by the last demon god didn't disappear and swallowed everything in its way. Lee Se-hoon was the last human alive, but he was about to be swallowed by the Sea of Ruin. When he realized the world was about to end, he used his special skill and extracted his own bond stone, which was a colorless ore. He forged a colorless sword with that ore, but when he realized his bond stone was useless, he stabbed himself with the colorless sword while he was dying. He has lots of regrets about how he should have used his powers from the beginning. Lee Se-hoon opened his eyes and found himself regressed 31 years in the past. He realized his bond stone wasn't useless. Instead, it had the power of regression. And then he decided not to have any regrets this time. When he was forging a sword, in the test for the academy's enrollment, the supervisor took an interest in him because of his forging skills. When he finished forging the sword, the instructor thought he would submit it and pass easily. But instead he broke the sword with his hammer. Lee Se-hoon told the supervisor that he wants to redo the assignment as he wasn't satisfied with the sword he forged, on which the supervisor agreed. The supervisor bought him the materials and Lee Se-hoon started forging a sword again. Se-hoon noticed he only have 30 minutes, so he used 5-colored demon fire to speed up the process. He successfully forged 5-colored fire blade, which was an advanced grade sword, and was finally satisfied. After the test ended, the supervisor told Lee Se-hoon to enroll in Vulcan Academy, rather than their Babel Academy. Lee Se-hoon told the supervisor that Babel will be the best academy in the future, rather than Vulcan, since he is enrolling there. The supervisor smiled while saying good luck to Se-hoon. Then suddenly a status window popped up in front of Lee Se-hoon, telling him that a bond with the supervisor has formed. When Se-hoon reached his dormitory room, he quickly extracted the bond stone from his bond with the supervisor. A week later, Se-hoon was lost in the academy and couldn't find the classroom in which the test for the top cadet will be held. When he finally entered the classroom, Michael Barmut, the vice department head of the technical department, warned him to not be late again. Ryu Yun-ha, the department head of the technical department, also entered, and when Se-hoon saw her, he was shocked since she was a rank hero. The supervisor explained that the test will time is 90 minutes, and in that time, the cadets will have to refine an item that can be used with a sword. Se-hoon's opponent, Hans Barmut, looked down on him and thought of him as a low-class commoner with very little magic power. When Se-hoon chose to Drayton Hua Hong Sok medals, the vice department head thought that Se-hoon is gonna lose for sure, since those medals need high magic power to refine. Se-hoon used his bond engraving skill, because of which he can wear a bond stone on his body and refine any metals. Even with the same attribute, he finally finished his refining and forged Hwarecho, a rare grade scabbard which shocked everyone. Han Barmut got jealous and tried to refine, using the same attribute like Se-hoon, which caused an explosion since he didn't have the bond engraving skill. Mike Barmut suggested that the results should be nullified, since a student was injured. Turns out, he was going this far because Hans was his son. He also accused Lee Se-hoon of cheating, since the fastest time of refining for students is 5 minutes, but he surpassed it. The division head took the scabbard in her hands and asked Lee Se-hoon to let her have a bite since she loves eating weapons. After the test ended, Se-hoon was taking a walk when he suddenly remembered her friend Louise Valence's killing armament exploded because of a Barmut, which left permanent scars on her. Since it happened before the regression, Se-hoon decided to keep his eye on Barmut so they can't hurt his friend this time. The scene shifts. Ryu Yun-ha told the council that Lee Se-hoon will be the top cadet, and if anyone opposes it, she will gladly step down from her position as department head. The next day, Director Ludwig Schubert was giving a speech about how the Babel Academy was formed and produced many heroes. The commentator told the crowd about the demonstration which will be displayed by the top cadets of each department. He told the crowd about the golem they are going to use for the demonstration, and about how it is at the level of a C-rank hero. The commentator told the crowd that the first demonstration is from Jake Myers, the top cadet of the combat department. Jake easily defeated the C-rank golem in hand-to-hand combat with a single strike. The next demonstration is from Inoue Erika, the top cadet of the support department. Erika's fighting style was very unique, as she used a crow which transformed into an armored crow and easily defeated the CEO rank golem with one strike. The commentator announced that the last demonstration will be performed by Lee Se-hoon from the technical department. Lee Se-hoon unsheathed his sword and told the commentator to bring out the golem, which is at the level of a B-rank hero. When the crowd started thinking Lee Se-hoon was arrogant, he surprised them by crushing the B-rank golem with a single swing of his sword. The scene shifts. Ryu Yun-ha told Se-hoon that she want to buy his 5-colored fire blade, even if she has to pay 10 times the market price. Suddenly the status window pop up and told him that a bond with Ryu Yun-ha has been formed. When Ryu Yun-ha grabbed his hand to persuade the purchase of the sword, Se-hoon quickly extracted her bond stone. The supervisor interrupted them and told Se-hoon that director Ludwig Schubert is calling him to give him rewards for winning the demonstration competition. When Se-hoon entered the director's office, he thought the director fought all 6 demon gods one by one and sacrificed himself in his previous life, so he needs to be careful around him. The director gave hero-grade items, like heavy darkness and dream ivory, to Lee Se-hoon, which shocked him, since they are very rare to obtain. When Lee Se-hoon entered the classroom, he glared at Hans Barmut so he can remind him of his place. Since he looked down on him previously, the supervisor entered the classroom and told the students that these ingots are projection alloys, which can be transformed into my weapon, just by inserting it with a little mana. The supervisor told the whole class to try. And as expected, everyone succeeded, but when Se-hoon tried it, his mana was so powerful that it got out of control, created many weapons which was sticking together. The scene shifts. Lee Se-hoon was about to break the sword he forged again, but the instructor stopped him, saying that they have to sell those swords to keep the academy running. Before leaving the training room, Lee Se-hoon told the instructor that he should reduce his mana consumption by 70%, on which the instructor got shocked since a student was giving advice to him. When Se-hoon was going to the spellcraft department, Erika saw him and told him that she would come with him. On the way to the spellcraft department, Erika showed Se-hoon her unique barrier magic and told him that it is the spell created by a man from a prestigious family. When she was bragging about how strong the envelope became after using that barrier magic, Se-hoon teared it apart, having found out what kind of formula this magic uses. The next day, when Se-hoon and Erika was walking together to the forest where a test is going to happen, he heard rumors about how they might be a couple. The teacher told the students that the test is to break this barrier magic without using force, and the first one to try was Erika, and she did it in a minute. When Se-hoon tried it, he took 7 minutes to break the barrier, and the crowd thought he is weak. But the truth is that he was actually creating a spell to break the barrier in a second.